Hey everybody, Gabrielle here. I'm back. So we're gonna do something a little different. So I've been picking up these stones, these quartz crystals for a while now, right? And I see shit in them, on them, in them, all sorts of shit. Someone mentioned that there was something called tarot mapping, right? Okay, so we're gonna try this. A couple different stones here, and two of them smoky quartz. It's crazy, right? This stone on interval. See that? Every other notch, there's etching, right? Look at this. Interesting, right? And so, I see landscape. I do. I see a coast. Could be a lake. Could be a sea. See mountains. See a brook, like a stream. There's a bunch of shit. A lot going on. It's an interest or something. So, this spread is to see what's going on with this stone. I'm going to tell you right now, we ain't going to dig too deep into this, right? We just not. See the shrimp card right in the middle of all this? Interestingly enough, I saw a lot. Get off my stuff, Fifi. I saw a lot of shit. There's a lot of trapped things in these stones. Came in front with y'all. Like, a lot. So I get the suspicion with this shrimp cart in the middle of the deck, right? And by the way, the stone itself, according to the stone, was pulled out of the Philippines. That area of the world. Right? Yeah. But when I asked where the story came from, where this map was, pointing to the deep interior of Russia. I know, right? Right. So I get a feeling, yeah, once upon a time, I fucked over the wrong wizard. That's for real. Interesting. Interesting. It's funny, right? Because I got the Knight of Pentacles and I have the Ten of Cups, right? In some way, shape, or form, y'all, I feel like, I hate to say this because this shit sounds so cheesy. I feel it's almost like a genie energy. With that Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Look how both of these things, right? This is what this stone is offering to us. I kid you not. See? See? It's interesting, right? Masculine handing something to the feminine when the right time yet. And now the feminine's reaching, handing something to me. But this is scaring the masculine, whatever this is. Whatever this was, scared the bejesus out of someone or something. I get the impression that this is one of those, the people excel beyond the teacher. Wow. Funny, right? Because the first line is world, judgment, will. Like, that's... Woo. by it. Yeah, I'm really getting like this weird genie energy. I kid you not. Well, how about I will not be going into any caves in the interior of Russia. I'll tell you that much. In my head, I keep seeing the Ural Mountains. I've never been there, but I keep seeing the word Ural Mountains. And this was very deep. Like, this is beyond the Urals. I mean, let's see. There's something. Remember my geography correctly. Oh yeah. This would be closer to the area of the world where like K2 is. Like that's like what's that, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, somewhere over there. One of the stands. But it's that far into Russia. And those parallel lines. Anyway. Yeah, you got trapped. Kind of feel like this doesn't feel like romance. I see all these people, but this doesn't feel like romance. This feels like some sort of order or school or thought or something like that. Huh. Interesting. You know how they say stones communicate? They really do. I don't. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't do readings like this, so this is a little different for me. I'm looking at the cards from a completely different angle, so I'm kind of like, huh. Almost like there was some sort of division in the upper ranks of whatever this was, school, order, whatever. Like some sort of philosophical parting of ways. I mean, how many cards I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 major arcana and 11 cards. That's a lot. The splitting of You have a philosophical thought process. Maybe what's on this map leads you to evidence of this old society or something like this. This is really strange. Like it went in a completely different direction. Like I feel like this started out as something pretty lighthearted, pretty positive, and then somewhere this kid in this judgment card keeps jumping out. Like I don't even like to say shit. There was some very primitive shit going on. I'm not saying it's still not happening in some recesses of the world, but yeah. Maybe a sun cult. Yeah. All this like daylight, this sunshine is jumping out to me. Maybe sun worshippers or something like that. Now, I know that they found archaeological evidence all around the world of Egyptian statues and sculptures in places you wouldn't even think you would find Egyptian sculptures and statues, but you do. Even in the interior of Russia. Babylonian mystery schools swept through Asia. And sun worship was part of that. Yeah. And I almost feel like the time for that was it's like it was X'd out. Like just literally phased out. Like fast. Like almost as soon as this started, it ended. And so, yeah. Is this map leading to evidence of this old culture? Five of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. 10 Pentacles. That's 8 Pentacles right there. I feel like this map leads you to something that's going to reestablish this. This is interesting. To bring new fervor to this. I don't see this as a wholly positive, y'all, though, because the strength card's in the middle. And so, to me, when I see that again, I feel like whatever this was, it went left. It might have started out as something light, but it didn't end out that way. Maybe it went from something like, because this Ace of Wands, High Priestess, that combination to me is like, could it have turned into a sex cult? Yeah, I mean, really. Yeah, yeah. It's like, because whatever this was not, I don't want to say well thought out, but that was really what I first thought. It's like, whomever or whatever brought this up, right, or established this once upon a time, right? It was kind of like a half-baked idea, but it was presented all the same. But because it wasn't quite right, it wasn't right. Yeah, it wasn't right. It wasn't developed. It somehow morphed into pleasure seeking. Yeah, like serious pleasure seeking. Yeah, yeah. This has been covered up for a while, but mm-hmm. This energy, right, from here, this imprint of time, space, whatever this is trying to reestablish. Some of this is like, keep getting like the divine feminine, the holy feminine with this. It's like this stems back from a time where women had a much more prominent role. Like, this is a very long time ago, y'all. Not in the last 5 centuries, okay? Yeah, this energy is trying to come back around. Like in this era. Yeah, this concept is being nurtured again now. Whether it's sun worship, uh, matriarchy, uh, some of this could actually be Isis. Like, this is pretty, like, this could be a temple of Isis. I would not be surprised if deep in the interior they're gonna find this. What was that Indiana Jones movie where they found like a temple of Isis, or was it the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons? One of them. One of them three movies. They found a temple where they shouldn't have. This is like this. Anyway, I feel like this just went really extreme. Like it shouldn't have. But it did. Like, because it wasn't ready at that time. Just wasn't the right time. Things split. And it's like, what was... The feminine energy was tamed. Treated as though it were wild. And something in needing of being tamed. Yeah. Interesting. It's like the cycle of the Holy Family is coming back around. That's really what I get here. With world, judgment, the wheel. See all the fixed energy? It's like now it's time to fix this. Like this imbalance that we have in on our planet with the distortion of the Holy Family. Now it's time for this wheel to spin. Big time. An action to be taken to release the stronghold on the feminine, on her energy, on her power. And it's time to nurture. A lot of nurturing here. Nurture this connection, this it's like this knowledge. It won't let you be anyway, right? And it's like now it's like they're letting you know something about your intuition. Anyway, not even just intuition. Forewarning y'all, I'm messing around with these stones, but not everybody should, okay? Like, you gotta know what you're dealing with. I said from the beginning, there's a lot of shit in these stones, right? There's a guy on YouTube who has a wonderful channel called Mud Fossils University. You might want to check it out. You'll get a better comprehension of what some of these stones are and where they truly come from. Yeah. Some things are, naturally occurring, and some shit's like a snapshot in time. You'll figure it out. Anyway. I give that warning, right? Only because, I don't know. I haven't had a very adverse reaction to many stones in my life. I've had a few that I've learned don't work so well with me, which is fine. And then there are other stones that are fabulous for me. Where the hell was I going with this? I hate when that happens. It's late, y'all. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Just be mindful with these. That's all I can really say. They do have stories to tell. Maybe this stone in the map, even though it's giving me a location and all that, maybe what this is mapping out realistically, timestamp. Remember timelines from school? I feel like these are here to fill in some blanks. I don't know, this Nine of Swords, it's just, that's what it's giving me. It's like the energy of the stone itself permeates the atmosphere, as you know, anyway. But it's like there is a communication between you. It's really interesting. When I say you, I mean me and the crystal. Because I'm doing this reading and I've asked all these questions. But if you yourself are doing crystal work and this resonates with you, then you understand. You're not crazy. But I still get a genie vibe. I can't even front y'all. I just do. But either way, right? This stone comes from a major part of time in history. Just with all the major arcana out here. I'm pretty satisfied to say that. Because this is like, this was pivotal. This moment, ooh, shit just split. And the feminine was tamed. Now, unity and reestablishment is coming back around. I like this. These stones are here to help fix our climate. Not our literal climate, but the energetic climate. They're here to heal it. Absolutely. Alright. Now, this is what these readings are going to be about tonight. So, if you don't like it, you might want to click off. But I hope you don't, because I'm trying something different. Anyway, so I pulled energy from this behemoth, okay? Like, there's a lot going on. I took pictures of it and everything so I could get a better view. And so these are the cards. What do they call it? Shadowscapes Tarot. It was, again, one of the first decks that I had. And what I saw in the stone was very reminiscent of the fairy realm. And so I was like, oh, okay. Let's see what the Fae have to say. Be very kind to your fairies, okay? Don't talk shit. I'm trying to convince some house fairies that don't live with me to bring back some shit to somebody I know. I don't even think they took it. I just think they can bring it back. But, you know, all I can do is try, right? And I know exactly how the shit sounds. I don't give a fuck. Ain't about that. You live your life, I live mine. And somewhere down the line, they intertwine. Because you're on my channel. So, hey. And if they haven't revealed themselves to you, I'm not going to say I feel sorry for you, because that's a lot of activity when you do see them. You're like, okay. But who knows? Apparently, there is something that they want to say. Because there was a whole scene going on. But I'm actually more interested in what messages they have for us as a collective at this point. That's been stored up in this smoky quartz. So that's what we're gonna see real quick. Now, I pulled a map from this one too when I first got this stone. It was the first time I actually had that experience where I was like, hey, I see a map. And it's this, and it's that. I've been having readings for whole grip about scavenger hunts and treasure hunts. It's really interesting when the shit comes up. I'm like, I don't know. In my life, but I feel like I be sending people on scavenger hunts and shit. Right about now, I'm on one myself. Now, I didn't actually scry to see where this stone was from. Because like I said, I mentioned Faye, right? So I don't need that. It's not going to show me on this map. Anybody got an interdimensional map or some shit like that? So, but not psych at all. So what messages does the Fae have for us, for the collective, that this smoky quartz wants to reveal to us? There we go. Is that Ace of Wands again? What? Queen of Pentacles? The World. King of Cups. Isn't that funny? The World came out in the other cards in the first line. Look, King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. Look at that shit. Seven of Cups. Page of Wands. Chariot. Chariot's out again. We got Six of Wands. Oh, look, King of Pentacles. If we don't have two counterparts, now listen, in this stone, I kid you not, y'all, in the bottom of the deck is, look, the Four of Wands. This is a twin flame message. Wasn't even trying for that shit, but listen, what can you say? When the shit's here, it's here. There's nothing you can do. That's just what it is. So, when I was looking at this stone and I took some pictures, right? All I see in this joint are fairies. Like, even before I took the pictures, I'm like, okay. But what I saw, it looked like it was a little bit of a battle. Like, it wasn't a peaceful situation. Right? It just wasn't. And it kind of makes sense. Like, what I'm looking at here, you had... I thought it was like the king of the fairies, but the king of the fire fairies when I first saw it. But that's not who came out, so good to know. Huh. But it's interesting, right? Both. Like, nobody looking at one another. Right? No one is seeing what they're supposed to see right now. This is big, y'all. Like, do I sense fairy frustration? Because, alright, so if anyone ever wonder if they're guardians or spirit guides or fairies, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, they are. Like, okay. I like fae people. They're fun when you meet them. Anyway. No, I don't mean like the shit you see on TV. Get a life. It's just the energy. You learn to recognize energy. So, clear your energetic waves, and you too will start to be able to go, Oh, you know what? Oh, that's for the other one. I pulled the Starman deck because I wanted to know what was going on with the full moon energy. But, give it back. Hold on. Discernment. That's what it was. This moon is a big, big, big one for discernment. And so it's interesting the Seven of Cups is out here, right? Seven of Cups is about illusions or lack thereof, and some other shit too. But interesting. All right, so we pulled the Six of Wands and the King of Pentacles, right? That's the energy. There is, like, don't this motherfucker look, isn't that confident? Like, victorious, like, ain't nobody else. They in the league all by themselves. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1 up there with them. You don't even see any other contenders, do you? Right? You don't. So you in competition with yourself? What is their success over? You know, it's interesting because this is the King of Pentacles. So has someone conquered materialism? Or is there a need to conquer materialism? How about that? Because I don't see nobody else around. I see him standing on top of a curly iguana. So this is like, let's see how this goes. You see movement forward. Interesting. Alright. So this is what I'm getting. I see passion for stability has spurred communication. This world card to me is not, it really seems more like talking, communication. And see, again, look, see the double? She's holding an orb that is reflective, like a reflecting orb or a gazing ball. But it's like her version of the moon here and the moon's up there. Like there's this telepathic communication or just communication in general. See all these birds flying and shit. But this is a lot of fervor. Look at this Ace of Wands. Look at these foxes and shit. Look at that. That's a lot of energy. Foxes move fast. They move stealthily. And they're energetic. Like, they play a lot. That's why people... If you ever watch those nature shows, what is that, Life Below Zero? What's the girl named? Sue? The lady? Right? I call her girl. We're all girls at heart. The lady Sue up at Kavik River Camp. She somewhat befriended a fox, an Arctic fox. But you know, she likes to remind people. Oh shit, hold on, my battery. Hold on. Hold on. Find the charger, y'all. Hold on. Excuse me. Ooh. Likes to remind folk that don't mistake the fact that the fox is social and it's small, that it's not a predator. And at any time, it can remind you that it's a predator and bite you or attack you. So as much as a fox can be a prey animal, it's still a predator. And so there's like this predatory nature. That's how I'm gonna look at this. Even though the external shell is very playful. Very playful. You see how the one, and here's the other thing, right? People like to believe, like, what do they say? Oh, foxes mate for life. No, 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 no. Science has proven that they might have one steady mate, but it's not that they don't see and might fertilize a few, other kits here and there along the way. That's not it. They're not inherently loyal. They are good parents. They do co-parent, but they don't necessarily stick to just one partner. You do see 3 foxes in this image here, right? Okay. I feel like, see how this one's, like this one's stepping, like each like a tier. In some instance, in essence, I don't know which word I was trying to say there, so I'm just going to say both. You've had to step on some people to get to this level of success. Is really what I'm getting looking back at this 6 of Wands, King of Pentacles, because I don't see nobody else. Do you see anybody else? I mean, look, they stepping on the iguana sleep. What you think gonna happen when the iguana wake up? Like, oh, I'm done resting, uncurl itself and takes the fuck off. But anyway, they are fast, okay? They're not slow lizards, but I don't know a slow lizard. Not in the nature of lizard. Anyway. Yeah. For some of you, you've had to step on some people to get to this level of success and stability. Like, really. And even though I do see divine partnership out here twice, and I see the 4 of Wands, this is interesting. Like I said, nobody looking at each other. Like, the King and Queen of Cups literally have their backs turned to one another. Like, they are, not only is there a lack of communication, they don't see, hence the 7 of Cups. They don't see each other for who the other person truly is. They don't recognize the other as their divine counterpart. This is like double confirmation. It's like the work ethic is the same. I kid you not. It's like double confirmation. The Queen of Pentacles has done the exact same thing this King of Pentacles has done. Wow. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. This is what is getting real. All right. So, y'all don't even see the fact that you both had to grind and climb and crawl in the very same capacity to get to your individual levels of success. Wow. But I feel like there's some communication. This world card is big time communication. I got World, Ace of Swords. Like, yo, there's a conversation, a big one. A big one that's gonna bring this back to earth, so to speak. To allow you to see each other. Yeah, equal for equal. Usually, you have the Queen of Cups, right? Look at this king, right? He got this big ass cup, and he looking at this seahorse, right? Seahorses, right, notoriously are known for the males carrying the young. He fertilizes the female seahorse, I don't know how long it takes, but then they transfer the young to the male seahorse, and he carries the babies the rest of the way until they're ready to be released. Usually, like, it's, oh, I get it. It's because the energies are flipped. These energies are housed in the opposite gender. Let's just put it this way. Neither one of these people behave traditionally. They don't behave traditionally. You have a feminine energy or a female, a woman, like in physical form, who is very, very masculine. And you have a man, like physical form, who is very, very feminine. Has nothing to do with sexuality, because this is a pair and they're sexually compatible. But my point is, energetically speaking, they don't conform to societal rules. But they've both grown up in society. And so there's this weird, I don't see you for who you truly are type of shit happening. Because it's just wow how this shit look right now. The outside don't match the inside don't match the outside for both of them. And so, fucking clarity, bruh. Sis, but also, right, back to this, I saw the three people in the foxes when alright, look, there's going to be some truth, like major, major truth about another person. There's still an interloper. It's a young fire sign. I'm quite certain of that. Yes, quite certain that it's a young fire sign. And that has to be wrapped up. This might as well be the three of swords, the way this sword's coming for this one goose. Wow. I've never seen something like this. Like so much exact mirroring. Wow. This is like what they trying to get y'all to see. Like, yo, like y'all like the mirror image of one another. But oh man, but there's y'all just not looking at shit the same at all. She up there with her head in the clouds. He down here deep in his emotions. Trying to draw a plan but can't get to the plan because there's too many emotions in the way. But it's funny, right? Because you see the coil? You see the shell? Shell here. Look, then I tell you, they were standing on a sleeping iguana. Same coil, right? Y'all the same. Even the way this fox's tail is curled. Look, beginning of a coil. Look at that. Yo, this full moon it's going to remove a lot of shit. It's going to make things very, very clear. Discernment. Wow. Yeah. Truth is, this person has a family on the other side. They do. I was telling you about how the foxes they can have multiple little families. Like, they rip and run because, they be busy. They got to provide for a lot. See? See here with the young fire sign? See all the foxes? 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't that look like a litter? We don't have that many more days left in Cancer season. Right? Or is it Gemini? No, that was June. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, Cancer season. Things are getting ready to shift. Like, big time. Like, where did I see them? Where they at? Look. They're not, see the fairies? If you're the young fire sign, you might be the one with the guardians that are from the fairy realm. But either way, I feel like everyone involved is having a little extra help in this situation. I do. I see a lot of spiritual influence. Or maybe there is no young fire sign for one group of you, right? And this is like this Ace of Wands here with this page. It's just like a renewed youthfulness in this situation to help with this clarity. All right, I got two very distinct stories. Messages they wanted, I guess, two groups of y'all to know. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I've drawn a lot of cards, but I've never seen such definitive mirroring. And, like, and it's just, wow, just can't see it. The love languages is just so fucking different. Like, so fucking different. Like I said, normally, you get this king who be just, they feel so much. They just don't share that shit. And then you got the queen who can be very obsessive, but it's like the opposite. The king is super obsessive and hyper focused on family and nurturing and offspring and all that. And then you have the queen over here who's just open and sharing and giving, loving, but I feel like they a little free spirited. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying without being vulgar. It's just completely different love languages, but y'all have had to do the exact same things to get to success. And if there has been, and for the ones where there is someone else on the outside, if there was any uncertainty about why things weren't progressing forward, this information about this other family, because that's what this is another family. That's why things aren't moving forward, because they're legitly set up with someplace else. Like, this person's living a double life. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, man. And for y'all who are uncertain about who your divine counterpart is, there is big clarity coming on that. It just is. All of a sudden, you're going to see that beneath the surface, y'all are the same. See all the turtles here, the sea turtles. Beneath the surface, you're the same. This clarity is going to come before the end of Cancer season. It just is. Like I kept saying that this full moon was going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy, and it really is. And that's what this says. And it's like once you peel back that layer and you're able to see and feel the way you're supposed to feel. This is very much about feelings. And there's, see the confidence in the Chariot? See, look. This, yeah. Once you feel what you're supposed to feel, right? This is wild. Look at this. But the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, right? 10 of Wands, the burdens are lifted. But look, you see the confidence? The same animals pulling the Chariot here. See that? It's the same energy. It's like, first card, card on the bottom of the deck. It's like, yeah. It's that same Chariot energy, positive movement forward. It's like you can let go. That's that 10 of Wands. Like, see how she's not even holding on to any reins. The Chariot's freely flowing. It's moving. Even the animals are like, what? You're not holding on? No, there's no need. There's faith. You don't need to hold on anymore. You can let go. You can genuinely let go. Because if beneath the surface, you are the same, right? That means you can probably trust this individual. And I say probably because I'm not in your life, I'm not in your situation, and I ain't telling you what to do. But if you trust yourself, right? If you trust yourself, and you're dealing with your divine counterpart, right? Beneath the surface, you're the same. So can you trust this individual? Can you trust yourself? Right? This is the clarity that's needed. This is genuinely the clarity that's needed. You have to ask yourselves, a very important question. Can you trust yourself? Wow. I'm going to leave it right there because the video is it's at 60 minutes. And if I go too far, they won't upload it because it just happens. All right, so I'll do another one for the full moon in a moment. All right, guys, light and love. I hope you enjoyed the crystal reading. Bye.